This is a 30-minute course building lesson that I teach all busy people. Now, the reason why I teach it this way, and I'm going to be showing you here coming up, is because, well, you're busy. And I keep hearing it over and over again. Hey, I don't have a lot of time. Well, I'm going to say a couple of things to that. If you don't have time, then we're going to get somebody to do it for us. Fair enough? Get somebody to build stuff for you. Now, you may go, well, I need to touch it, feel it, because it's mine. This question, how do I build fast? Because I got a lot of ideas, comes from a coaching client that I have by the name of Rod. Let me show you some of the stuff that Rod is doing just very, very quickly. He's got some brilliant things that he's building, and he's been using, Chat GPT and Gemini. So he wanted to specifically know, how do I build this for Gemini? Okay. Now that's the number one thing. How do I build this for a specific? Now, this is the key part. How do I build this for a specific, or using a specific tool? You're going to be using different tools. That's fine. But this particular tool, you can do the same things. And I'm going to be showing you here in a second. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that Rod has going on. He is building out using some very specific tools, and out of, for his own, because I don't want to show you everything, right? So anyway, so he's got some good stuff going. All right, now let me show you this real quick. So here's a couple of things that he's got going on that he wants to know about, right? He wants to know, how do I put all of this stuff, module 1, module 2, module 3, how do I put all of this stuff that Gemini is telling me so that I can make sense out of it? He's got a lot of brilliant things, a lot of cool ideas. I like the ideas. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and answer his question so that I can show you all while I'm literally answering his question for him. All right. So I love being able to take questions from people that write in. And I've always said that if you got a question about any of this stuff, just write in. So we're going to use some of the things that he is asking questions about. How do I use this tool to create this course? That's one of the biggest things when we start talking about building stuff, that people say, I still don't know how. So I says, okay, cool. I'll take questions, whether you send them on DM or you send them by way of, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you want to leave a comment. And I'm going to go ahead and answer it. Now, I'm going to give you some choices. I typically like to do things in twos. In other words, I will typically have two softwares that I use. Why? Because I have found that this one does one thing, that one does another. And then if I can look at the cost of having both, and they're not as expensive to having maybe some other one out there, I'm not going to say names. Anyway, so Kajabi. But anyway, so I found that it's very, very expensive, and I can get away with using two different ones because they do different things and they have different ease of use. So let's say I'm building in one and I have like a virtual assistant or something building another. Then you can test out stuff. Now, there's also the opportunity, especially with the second one I'm going to show you, the second one or the first one I'm going to show you, to do it for free. You know, if you get the link in my description field on YouTube, then I will show you this stuff. All right. So if you're all ready to see that, let me go ahead and show you it's going to be quick because you can build very, very quickly using this tool. And this is the whole point, is I want you to be able to build quickly. That's it. Build quick, build quick. None of this stuff that takes all this time that you think it takes. We don't need to do that kind of stuff anymore. Now, even those courses have been taking their hit. They ain't been taking no hit. Everything's fine with courses. But you know what? We got to have some music for this, right? Let's go ahead and get our music creator AI, and let's go ahead and get some music for this. I'm going to walk you through how to do this stuff. It's really, really fun. I think you're going to like it a lot. So let's see what we got. All right. Got Phoenix Rising. Let's go ahead and Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising. Turn down a little bit. All right, here it is. Are y'all ready? All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and take 30 minutes and figure some stuff out. Yeah. Now, here it is. This one's going to be using this particular tool here. You've seen me talk about this tool before, but it's really, really easy to do. Look at this. Got all kinds of stuff across the top here. Now, this is for Rod, who asked, how can I create this stuff really, really fast? Right. I'm in the courses section now. I'm going to add new course. Right. This is the key. Add a new course. So let's go ahead and name it. Let's go ahead and call it our new course. Fair enough? Now you can put all kinds of different domains with our new course. No, let's call it something else. Our 30 minute course. Because people don't want to take a long stuff anymore, right? So what we can do is put together something really, really fast for them. They take that and then they come back for the rest. Are y'all with me? So now I use this domain right here because I have it in there right now. I got a whole bunch of other domains that I can use. Right, all kinds of stuff in here, but I use this one. Let's make money with it because I like it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Our new course, right? Make money with it.com, school.course, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm gonna say 30 minute. Let's just say 30 minutes. I put the dashes in there because it just makes sense. People trying to read that they can literally see it. I used to always put the dashes. So this is it. So all right, now it's giving you an option, especially in this particular one. It gives you some options. Hey, you want this grayish color? Do you want the course to have a brownish color? Do you want the course to have a green color, purple color, blah 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 blah. Right? I got a friend who has she's got a business and her colors are purple. This is you watching. So I'm talking about fantastic business. Now, should she be making courses? Absolutely. Why should she be making courses? Well, because she can teach on the stuff that she has done, and then it gives her another chance to earn extra money in a different way. Here are the 15 things. It could be something like that. 30-minute course that says, here are the 15 things never to do at when your loved one is sick before you put them in hospice or something like that. Before hospice comes in or something like that, right? So now here it is. Look at this. Green, black top, red. I don't like those colors right here. So I kind of like these colors. You don't get caught up on that. You just say, I want to select this theme. I'm going to hit save. Watch this. Really easy. Now it goes up here. Now it's going to ask, okay, do you want to open me up? Yes, I do. Now let's look at this. Let's think about modules. Just we don't get too caught up on what that is because again, 30-minute course. Right? I tell busy people, don't get caught up on this. Let's just jump in here, add a module. Or if you want me to do it, then I'll work with you to do that. But you got to on my calendar. Should I put my calendar up, y'all? If you want help with this stuff, let me go ahead and find my calendar. If you want help. You should actually screen it. So get on my calendar. If you want to get on my calendar, you can do it right here. Right? Go ahead and click on that, get on my calendar. And you can check. All right, so here it is. So just think about what is the module and then what is a lesson within the module. You'll see it said a different way. Use a different tool, that's fine. I can use it. So we're going to go ahead and add a module. And we want to name that module. What is that module? So let's say the module is start here first. Right? So we want people to start here, wherever here is for you. So you want to get them in, this is the course, kind of say, hey, this is what we're going to do. Here's a big overview. 30-minute course. Fire. Start here. Now you see it says now they're going to start here, and I like to explain it really simply like this. Well, what are you going to teach? Well, I'm going to teach them a lesson. I'm going to teach them a lesson. So I say add a lecture. I don't like lecturing folks, but let's call it a lesson. They call it a lecture. So we're going to add a lecture. Now, here is where some magic starts happening. Again, I like to teach busy people this because already in like 5 minutes it's done. And I'm talking. So I'm going to name it. What will be that first lecture? So the first lecture, if I want them to start here, should probably be introduction. Introduction, right? This right here means when they buy your course or when you give it to them, you're going to get, do they get it right away? That means zero delay. Or do you want them to get it after a couple of days? So why would you, if I buy something or I want something for free, man, give me my stuff right now. This one right here also says, would you like them to be able to comment on the course as they're taking it? So that could be good for loving it. They can put comments in. They can get things that kind of thing too. But I like to take them all, good, bad, or indifferent. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now look at this. Here's what I want to show you. There's different things that we can look at. I'm going to show them to you all because I'm going to give you choice. That's why I chose two different ones that you could literally pick because I want you to have choice. Fair enough? Cool. Let's look at the templates. Now, the templates are going to change based on how you're going to teach your course. So on this particular template, it's just words. If you notice, there's just some words up here that you can change. It's just showing it's a preview, so let's not get excited. And then you may just want to put some more maybe image in there or something like that. So this could be a course that has just some simple things, no video at this particular point. So you can choose this one because you don't want to go through all that. All right, great. Now look at this. Here's where some more magic happens because you can give them resources, downloads, PDFs. Here's this part of the course. Now, if you say, well, I thought courses were all just one kind of way, not necessarily. Some courses are just, hey, I got some information. Here it is. When you see this, when you hear this, I just wrote this book. I'm going to give you the resources. I'm going to give you the PDF. All of them have to have a video. Now, that's that one. Here's the other. Let's preview this template and see how we're going so fast. So we're almost done already. Now, I haven't done it back. We'll do that in another video. I'm going to show you 30 minutes of how, as a busy person, you can do it. Anything seem too hard yet? So this is what I was telling the coaching client is that here's how you now take all that stuff that ChatGPT is giving you, Gemini is giving you, all these different things, boom, do it from quick. First thing first, lecture one. We changed that. This is not the place to change it because it's preview. But we changed that. But you might want an image. There's a problem. And then you have some words up there. Then you got some more. That more looks like a blog. Then you've got another image opportunity and then other stuff that they can click on. If that's your style of lesson, they're giving you options, optionality on the kind of lesson. Yeah, this is the one I prefer because I always want to walk people through something, show them something. So I'm going to choose this one. I'm literally going to choose it. Let's go ahead and select it. So now that we have selected it, see what's happening here. Start here. The first lecture or lesson is introduction, right? So what we want to do is we want to open it up. So let's go ahead and open it up, and then it's going to show us how we can then put our stuff in here really quickly. So let's say you have some lessons. ChatGPT has helped you, Gemini has helped you. Now you just want to put a couple of videos. Now we can do something very, very interesting. So if I've got some videos here that are literally my live videos that I'm doing right now. So I'll grab let's see if it pops in. Okay. So here's the first thing I do. I just literally grab the video. You may have some old videos, or you may have some stuff that you have recordings of, or you get on Zoom and you record some stuff. Fair enough. So you see what's happening. Right now, it's just a video and it is information. So watch this. I'm going to literally go in here live and change it. So instead of lecture, I don't like lesson lecture because that is not exciting to me, right? So I'm going to say action item. Let's say something like that. Action item. Bam. How I became a millionaire or nothing like that, right? because again, this is not typical implied guarantee, right? So, so you may say action item, how I get myself motivated. I don't know. You may know how to do that. How I get myself, how I get motivated to do what needs to be done. Now you have a chance to put in some words here. What do you do? You may have some words here, or you may go, you know what, I don't need any text. I'm gonna get rid of all of that. Let's say I get rid of this because I don't want the words. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of them. Bam, you see that they're gone. I say, oh shoot, I really want those words. What do you do like this? Get them back. Now, here's what you do: get rid of them. Yeah, I don't want those words. You know what? Instead, what I want here is I want something maybe audio. So what we do is we pull this over and we can put in an audio. Let's say, now I don't know why you would do a video and audio. I'm just saying. So bam, I got audio now. Right here in this little space right here, I got a place where I can put some audio stuff. Because you say, but I don't really need to. You don't want to use AI to kind of come on and do these things. So you buy it. So we can do something in the audio function. So see what's happening. Get rid of this real quick. Now again, we're only about 10, 15 minutes in. We almost have a lesson already done. So now we can change out pictures and all that kind of stuff, right? So I'm telling my client, listen, take what ChatGPT has told you and plug it in. It's telling you, here's how you do your bullet points. Here's what you say on that lesson. Great. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we can easily do this stuff. Now, see how I do that? I'm going to hit save. And now what's happening is I'm already going to be able to change the go ahead and put in a video because yeah, people like to see something. You don't have to be on the video. That's the beautiful thing. Who said you gotta be on a video? Nobody. You literally be off video, just talking. Is that making sense? Yeah, so okay. Let's go ahead and do this. I got all this information in the description field. I've got tools to use. I've got this tool right here. You've already got it through. I now I'm showing you how to do this. Look at it. We're gonna go here. Look at all this stuff. You see all that junk moving over everybody. Right in here real quick. It says, would you like to put in a direct link? In other words, direct link means a URL like you. Or would you like to embed something? You might go, yeah, I want to embed something. Or upload a file. Now, let's say you don't have a YouTube channel, so you don't have a link. So you can upload a raw file. That's a video. I ain't gonna take something from your phone. Just who else is small enough. Right? So now I'm going to go ahead and say, nope, this is a direct link. In fact, it should be the live. Not this one, look, so I'm never going to put live because it might just show. So let's see. I don't know if it's going to work out. Let's try it. Anyway, so this would be where your video would be right here. Right? So now you put your video in. In fact, let's not use that. Because it's live. Right? So we can put it in a direct link or we can put it in embed. Do the direct because it was live, but if we need a custom embed, you know, let's see. I like that. See what happens. Here we go. It's that particular one right here. It's the one that we're doing right now. Of course, all right. So you see it, it's in there. Boom, we hit save. If I click on that thing is going to start playing. So, okay, we got a very quickly, you now have, here's where you make extra possible money. And I say this not to give you Financial advice, because this is for educational purposes only. No results are not typically applied, guaranteed, or even promise that you will make a honor what my online mentor say by saying that disclaimer. All right, so let's go ahead and say, look at this. Now we've got a video that is going to start teaching people some stuff, right? It's going to be showing us some things, maybe some stuff that they have never seen before, only you know, right? That's good. Now, here's where you can start generating other opportunities. So watch this. If I put in this little area here, if I highlight this one, and it says, hey, would you like to link this? And you're going, I can link that. And you go, I can link that. What am I going to link to, y'all? I'm going to link to stuff, or I'm going to link to an affiliate, or I'm going to link to another course, another whatever. So you see what's happening. You got a chance to put in here another opportunity. So let's go ahead and put it in now. Let's put in the other thing that I'm going to be doing here. Watch this. I'm going to put something in it. I'm showing you this other tool. I like to give you choice. That's the point. So it is now in. Let me double check and make sure it linked up. It linked up. It linked up. I'm going to have to show. So open in a new tab. Yep, I want it to open up in a new tab. I'm going to hit confirm. And bam, it's in. Now it's not showing the underline and all that kind of stuff because we are still in the builder itself. What else can we do? We go down here. Now we don't have to keep any of this. You might just go, you know what? A video is good, and what I gave them over here is good. And a little image that gets me excited too. All right. However fast you want to do this is the point. Now, here's what I typically tell very busy people to do. I say we're going to create blocks, and these blocks, all kinds of different opportunities. My blocks right here. I can have opt-in forms, I can have features, I can have all these things that I saw somewhere. My blocks, all kinds of stuff, other areas that I can very quickly put in. That's the point, right? So let's say I want to pull this right here, and it's blank now, but watch this. So that's what I do. I'm going to pull this in over here. I'm going to put it in a spot that gives me this full blue line, not a half a line, not a half a line, right there. Now, see what just happened. All of these could be affiliate links or your other videos or all kinds of stuff that go to other areas. So now we gave them something here, and you can go, okay, to go a little bit deeper, to go enjoy more stuff, which you might hear. So what I did, I pulled it from a block. In other words, these are predetermined blocks from other courses, from other stuff like this. I know you want to create a block like this, I like that, I like this whole setup, I like this format. If I want to create this as a block, I don't want to overwhelm you with too much stuff. I just want to show you how I teach busy people do fast. I said, first of all, make sure that you can pull stuff up quick, 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 quick. Boom. Now, the course is almost done because it's going to be maybe a short course. Okay? So let's say I got some books and stuff that I want to give. I said, you know what? This is going to be a course, and I'm going to give you all kinds of stuff. See how I did? I clicked over and it jumped over onto this page. Why? Because it was already preset. Oh, that's the beauty. And that's how we get done fast. We create using tools that don't cost us a lot of money, right? That's one of the key things. I keep right. Get that. Come on, right. So we create using opportunities to bring stuff over quick. Boom, boom, boom. Course done. Next one, course done. Next one, course done. Get an idea. Boom, give a course. Now, the course then gets people into your email list. And if you want to sell it, it gets potentially generates revenue. Of course, it's typical implied guarantee that you can have done, but you could. So now let's exit out of this. Are you okay with what we see so far? created the course by way of a video. We have created the course by way of words. We've created the course by way of extra stuff we may want to give. Everybody follow. Now, how that helps then is when we are on Gemini, when we're on Gemini, and Gemini is saying all of the stuff that Gemini says, right? I'll give you the Here we go. Here's what Gemini did for me. So for my client, then, or my coaching client, this is what I then tell him. Hey, Gemini gave you all of this stuff we wanted to create for us. In this particular case, I had it create this page for me. Once it created this page for me, now at first it couldn't do it. Look at this. It says, please recreate. I said, recreate the site soup to nuts, but redo the whole landing page using different colors. I had another one up here and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked. And then I said, recreate it in Gemini. I was literally messing around doing something. Now, this was called Wealth Building 2000. It's live on another site. I like to show multiple things, multiple tools, so that you can choose. This one right here gives you a 14-day or 30-day free trial, and then they say, give me, you know, I like to use it because I got grandfathered in when it first started, and I've been with them ever since, so I don't never get a upcharge. So here's what happens. You use your Gemini. Gemini starts telling you what it's going to do. You make sure that it does do that, asking it very specific things. He was telling her, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Hey, he said, I can't build this. I said, why can't you build it? He said, that's a fair question. I can't physically build it in the postal website. Well, I know that. But you can build it. So I said, okay, no worries. Just create the landing page inspired by this page. That's, you may say, well, I don't have any design perspective now. Because I'm showing you how to do this 30-minute, a 30-minute lesson, I then say, we don't need design experience. We're going to get design experience by way of other sites. Here's one I'll give you an example of. I go to this site right here, nuts.com. I look for a page that I like. I then say, hey, very quickly, I want to build this page that looks like this. Ooh, look at all that fancy stuff. It's totally 100% doing all these funky things. So what I do is I hit the little print screen right here, and I says, hey, I want to print this thing. I want the full screenshot, whatever it is. If you want to do a PDF, just see if it does it for you. For you, it does. It's capturing all of this. Then I upload it into Gemini, and I say, Gemini, build that. Why? Because that then becomes your landing page. Get people into the course. Got it? Got to have something to sell them. Hey, you don't just take them right over the course. No, I'm not. This is how we start building in this tool right here. Very easily. Now we go, we get a chance to look at it. He says, okay, great. I want to see how this thing is going to look. You see, got the logo up there. It has who the teacher is, because we can put that in a little bit later. Our 30-minute course, remember that. If you look here, it's got the little thing. It's like, oh, you don't have a lot of color. But then it gives you the course. It tells you how it's going to look. It tells people where they are when they start taking the course. It's got the actual video. It's got the stuff that we talked about. It's got other images. And then you go down here. I had put something in earlier. Because I put it in some of the code. So it's doing stuff. But anyway, so now we got all of this stuff. Remember this stuff at the bottom. Finally, strategy to get unstuck, tap into the power of your subconscious mind. That book itself, email. So I just show you all the stuff we put in. So that's a very, very quick way to see exactly how we can build something very, very quickly using this particular. Okay, right with it. All right. Cool. Now let's try another. Over to see. This is all that stuff. You wouldn't want to do that. You do and in less than 30 minutes, look, this is in 31 minutes. Of course, now there's some, we've got to connect it to the payment gateways and all that kind of stuff. But that would be really good. The point is, do I have something available that I can now show people? Start showing, talk to people and say, hey, you want this? And they go, yeah, I want that. Show me how to take care of my elderly parent or something like that. Show me all the steps I would need to talk to hospital people so that I don't get a charge when I thought it was free. You know? So then you can teach this. And then if that's your business, now you put content out there and then it says, hey, if you want more information, if you're in a company, say you're in a company, you can show one video. You don't even have to show up. You can just have your hands or your keyboard or whatever it is. You can do everything. So that video, drop it in, start playing. Fair? Want to see some more? Here's another one. Okay. Here's the other tool. I like to use this tool as well. And this one is in, if you go to YouTube, go to the live section, you will see this in the description for you. Now, I always say this. You're one course away. How am I doing on the, your nose and you know, sometimes like they got a tick or something, right? So you're one course away from changing your whole courses, change just really. We just do them differently. For example, what's really, really, really popular now are cohort. I did one today where I showed up and I had 9 people around the table. That's a cohort course. 6 weeks, and you pay. I'm not gonna tell you how much you pay. So that's the point. So now that is the in real life approach. But you may go, oh, and then we bring them in and we have multiple people, give them not just information, it's on the shelf, let's do it. You get about so so now this one right here is another tool. I probably should choose to. I should probably just leave it with one, but the choice. So let's go to admin. This is another tool that I like to use. I can really do stuff really, really fast. I can go over courses, let's say, and here's the course, what for the course, a couple of sales. Again, I say this because here's one that here's one that is called "Sell Out Your Garage: Unbeatable Tips, Tricks." This is a fun one, but because I live in Michigan, I ended up doing the course. And then it got winter time, so everybody's doing stuff in winter time. So I thought, I should sell this to like places that are they're still doing stuff. But anyway, I show you this from this perspective. Okay. And then here's another one, right? So this one, success. Execute like a boss. This one right here is a digital planner. So if you went to this particular site, let's go ahead and go over there. I'm gonna click it, and sometimes it gives you a chance to see it as if you were a student. So let's see. And you see what's it then for me because I'm inside of the tool. It's showing how I would create very, very quick, very, very fast. See, it gives me a chance to preview it. preview the page as a visitor, course curriculum as a student. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And look at it as if I were coming. So here's what you see. Execute like a month, the daily plan to help you follow through like a high performer. I should probably put this out. I forgot to put it out. What am I doing? This is perfect time. So, okay, so we got some stuff in here, right? Download your planner now, blah, 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 blah. In fact, you want to do it? Y'all want to do it? You want to put it out? Y'all want to put it out right now? Okay, let's put it out. Let's do it. All right. What's the worst I can do? So let's do it. Let's go ahead and go to Facebook. Let's go to Facebook and let's see if we can get some stuff, right? We might be able to get some sales. Who knows? Now I owe you 9 cents because I said, right. All right, here we go. Um, Doing the lesson. This particular, doing the lesson right now. So let's just be, like I said, this is in real life right now. If I can spell, and so let and show how we can build this in 30 minutes. How we can build this. How we show how we build this. Right. Here it is. Oh, I got preview on. Oh, I should probably not have preview on, huh? Probably not have preview on. So let's take preview off. All right. Watch this. I'm gonna go up here. I know how to do this. So watch what I do. So I see up here, this is like it's saying boss like a journal. So I know to go right here and grab this because that's the actual color. So let's go ahead and see and pop this puppy in there. All right, bam, there it is. This is who it is. Otterbridge Business Institute. It's my stuff built on stoppable routines, research. Now, this is ready. This is ready, y'all. We did it live in real life. As I told you, 30 minutes. Now, I'm going to show you how I would use this tool to build it quickly, although I showed you on the other tool that I was using. I don't want to confuse you, but let's sell it. See if anybody hits it. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to share to our group. Fair enough? This is what we're talking about. This is what we're doing. So let's go ahead and share it to our group. So here's some groups that I like to mess around with. All right. So, now they might get a little upset because I'm selling inside their group. But oh, why not? So make on money online. Let's get this guy here too. Let's get diverse enterprise. So back on. So we go in here and we just look at the different things. You see what I'm doing? I'm showing you how we would 30 minutes. This is what I do to show busy people for strategic profits. They might not want it waiting around. Who might want this? This is what we're looking at. We're going through our stuff. Breakfast relax. We go through our stuff. Marketing mastermind group. Perhaps they might. I was sitting here a week ago. Great. Let's go ahead and do it. Post. Might not get a sale, or we might go. People might go, "Oh, that's just what I needed. This is that time of the year." Bam. That's it. So how we then start thinking about creating quickly is we find that thing, tool that will allow us to build fast. Now I'm going to go back as I showed you with the other tool. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you how I would very, very quickly create it. Create new course. Click the button. Name the course. Let's call it. Let's just call it my new joint. Fair. My new joint. Course subtitle. Nope. we could find out what that is. We want to definitely put in a course summary, create curriculum with similar AI. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't like that. Look on this side here. Bundles, categories, assignments, coupons. So if you're seeing this, you now have a chance to understand how quickly we can build stuff. That's the key. Let's go ahead and hit create course. Now, I put this also. You may see one and go, "Man, that's a cheaper price." This one's not a cheaper price. It's so easy. And then I'll walk you through. So now look at this. We don't have anything up here yet because we don't have images. We don't have none of this stuff. It's asking us, what would you like to put in here? Should you put an image? Yes, I would like to put an image. If you like your image, let's go here and see what we can come up with. So now we might go, let's go ahead and use what I use for the thumbnail today. Here we go. See that? Tonight's topic, I might go right here. 30-minute. Now I want to show you this because this is the wonderful part about doing this. I'm doing a live right now. Why wouldn't you think about from stuff you already do? Let's say you did a presentation at work. Just give me too much, man. Got a little country music going. Come on. So look at this. 30-minute course building lesson. I show all busy people. Fair, crop and save, baby. All right. Now we're jamming. Now we have it in class. Course subtitle. Nope. I don't want a course subtitle. Look at this. It gave me the actual Otterbridge Business Institute is holding company like company. From that, I teach. I start stuff, try things from that. Yes. Right. Here we go. Like guy is underneath Otterbridge Business Institute. Look at this. Hashtag, you see how they got the little things that we put in the other one? My new joint. My new joint. So it's already given me the course URL. Now I get a chance to say, make this the feature course or all these little different things. And I don't want to do none of that. I'm almost ready. So now I then go into curriculum. Now it's saying, well, what do you want to do? How are you going to do it? And you go, oh, is that easy? There's a section. See what they're doing? They call it section. This one, yes. This one, untitled section. The title. Then it's saying, would you like to upload video, PDF, PowerPoint, audio? You go, shoot, this is looking pretty easy. That's why I say course building, 30-minute course building lesson. All this is what I show them. They go, oh my God, this is easy. Oftentimes they say, will you do it for me? Yeah, man, I'm just, you know, I happen to be up for writing it. So 12 cents. I owe somebody 12 cents. Whoever called me says, give me my 12 cents. So we go in and we got course details, we got curriculum, we got pages that we can go watch what I hit. I used to like this one more than I like the other one, but the other one did just a lot. So this was the very first course builder I created. And then I used it. I used it for years, and I still use it as for now. I use it for my community sites. I use it for my lives. In fact, I was able to get rid of Zoom because it has a Zoom integration. So that saved me 15 minutes. So look at this. Now, sales page, checkout page, thank you, course access page. What is this? One, two, three, four. And then it says, what would you like this sales page to look like? This is where I'm going to show you how quickly you can go in. And then you get That's your URL. So let's go edit this page, sales page. Now on the sales page, remember we were talking with Gemini and we're saying, hey Gemini, build me something cool. This is where we will put that cool thing. Right? So but we still have to have a page where people land and get excited. Okay? Hopefully you're not too cool. Now go over to Gemini and we says, okay, Gemini has built this thing. Gemini, I want the code. You get the code. Now, here's what I found. Certain ones, wherever it was built up, the code don't always, it does not always translate over into the LMS that you're using. They're assuming Gemini says, hey, we're Google. You want to run this for us, right? And you go, and it goes, Mike, good idea, because we got all the people, all this. So I go, man, forget you. So I go, I want the code. Y'all see it? I really don't want to confuse all this. This is the code I would use. I would grab this code. I would then go back over to where I was. I would go into the section where I can open the code up. See that? Watch this now, real quick. Bam! It's telling me how what's in there now. I get rid of all that mess and put my code in, and say, now I have, watch this. I've used vibe coding stuff. Hey, let's vibe code in back end and all that stuff. So I said, I don't want to use your stuff. I want to use my stuff because my stuff gets me my emails. My stuff gets me my automation. My stuff gets me my put on my own joints in there, right? So that's what I'm trying to share with you. This is what I was telling the client is, hey, listen, do it this way. You got all this cool stuff. You got all this cool stuff now. Let's do it that particular way. That's what I was saying to them. I said, let's take all of this information, right? Lead magnet, we got that. Upsell, we can do that. Order bump, we can do that. Now you get a chance to go ahead and put these things into your particular LMS. They call them LMS because it's called jobbing, significant, high level, high level. Every time you turn around, it's like we added this. So I've given you two choices. You can use this one, create courses fast. This is in the description field. This is where I show you. Now you can use this one where you can build like crazy, really, really fast, really, really simple, and you're done. You have something you can build as a busy person very, very quickly. Not a lot of fuss and muss. Why? Because you got me to help you with anything you do. You know, I think if you were on here, you remember I was talking about voice training, this voice training tool. Well, here's my landing page. Built, done, beautiful, ready to go. Click here and it goes over to one of my pages where you can pay. Better Life Results. Bam, you ready to check out, baby. That's the point, y'all. We build, we use the new tools that are available to us. Hey, you can Lovable says, oh, we can build stuff, but then they don't tell you that are super. This you know, if you want email, you gotta do this. And it's like it will make you some beautiful stuff, but then it stays right there because think about it, they want you to stay on an app because they got relationships with other. Next thing you know, you end up paying a whole bunch of money. You say, okay, we're going to charge $20 a month. We're only going to give you so much for that 20. But if we give you that, if you want to connect to Superbase, well, that'll be another 15. Or if you want to connect to Vercel because that's where you want to host it, but Vercel says, well, we are on the credit system. It starts at $20 a month. So now you're $60 a month. I could have got this LMS and use all kinds of stuff. Build courses, get emails there. Seeing what I'm doing here. That math does not. That's what I found. So that's what I do now. Do I use Vercel and some of the other things? Yeah, but that's like maybe for my clients that don't want a whole learning management system. But you have now just seen how I would, how I do show very busy people how to create courses. Fast. You just saw it. Now, you try, you go, well, that's fine. Try it first. And then when you need help, it's right there. Get on my calendar. Any questions? Again, like the other client, he says, hey, help me use Gemini to then use it on system. And I said, "Stop. I got you." And that's what I also paid for it. So I was doing double work today, teaching and showing, teaching and showing. So now I take this video and I send it to him. And he goes, oh, that's how you do it? Yeah, because I just showed you and more. Now, see, I was doing double work this time. Let's get on the front track. This is my call. Let's get on the front track. If you're sitting on the sideline still, let's get to work. All right, let's make it easy. Let's get some stuff out there. Let's create the digital product. I'm going to monetize your life, guy. It wouldn't be worth my salt if I didn't tell you the easy stuff to do. Now, I like to go further. I like to teach you more. I like to show you a lot. That's why I'm giving it all over. You can buy me some coffee if you want to. Do it. Buy me some coffee. Or get on my darn calendar so I can walk you through this stuff and you can have your course up in, we can get together, work for an hour. You got your first course. Up. Bam. Now, will, is there a guarantee that you're going to get out there and make money with it? No, because nothing's typical, implied, guaranteed, or even promised. People that try this stuff don't make money sometimes. They make zero. Maybe they don't advertise. Maybe they didn't find the right customers. Maybe they did problems first before they built this course from them. As a result, nothing happened. Or maybe people are saying, of course not. In that case, my gosh, do I have something coming up for you? I don't know if I'm going to tell it on here because it's one of those secret sauce moments. I need to build it in stealth, see if it works. Then I know this works. You see them right there. I got a couple bucks in. That's enough to put over. That's enough to put over in the PayPal account. Transfer it out. Take your wife or your husband out to dinner. Do it again. Another $37.83. $37.83. How much would it take? How many do you have to sell to make $10,000? Now, I'm not promising. This is for educational purposes only, but at $37.83 divided by, let's see, $37.83. How many do I have to sell to make $10,000? I got to sell 264 of these. I got to sell 264 of these to make $10,000. So, wait, are there more than 264 people in your town? Are there more than 264 people in your city? Are there more than 264 people in 34? 264 and 34. In your state, in your country? You see what I'm doing? If you have something, I chose this particular thing because it goes people want to know their voice. What do? I get on, I teach in front of folks. I connect with another guy who's an actor. We're going to see if we can make it back. Are we going to make it back? I don't know. Nothing's typical, implied, guaranteed, or even promised. But if we can show some people how to exude confidence with their voice, said, I'll give you $37 on for that. Based on vocal coach methods, 5 minutes of daily exercise results in 6 to 8 weeks. Why? Because I'm going to show you the Lord serious. I'm going to show you how to show excitement in your voice. Just saying, 30% of people fear public speaking. Well, maybe they won't after they do this. Y'all seen it? So what's your course? What's yours? Send me inside of uh, email, DM, or on YouTube. If you want to go ahead and put it in the comment section, what's your next? What's your possibility? And let me just walk you down on how you can potentially approach it. First things first, we're going to look it up. We're going to see if anybody's searching for it. Y'all with me? Have you seen me do that before? Watch this. I'll show you. This is how I do it. This is simple stuff. It's not simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. So now I go here and I just put something in and I see what people are talking about. What are they asking questions about? What are they having talk about? Look at this. This one right here is giving us. We can literally go here and says, uh, what fictional character would you have a crush on? Right? Somebody's obviously this is ending. What is my crush pretending not to like me? Quiz. What's that? Choose your own adventure game. What are my soulmates' initials? I don't know, but it's obviously working for somebody. People are searching for this stuff. Love analyze. What? What furniture are you? I don't know, but I think you can TikTok trends. The top social media trends you should know about. What? I should know about this. Look at this. January 16th, 2026. Only got 175 views, but guess how many views? How many people I need to buy? Remember? $10,000 only need 264 people. So there's some people looking for this right now. They want to find out what are the top social media trends. I go here, bingo card, this one, those. I go all these different trends that they might be looking at. This is Stranger Things. Oh yeah, they're old folks now. So I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm asking myself a question: how can I create from what people are already searching for? And that's okay. Now your job is to go out there and say, shoot, what if I just kept searching for what is actually being searched out and I just built courses over it? What would happen if you did a course of that? If we watch TV every day, that's not 2 hours. I was spending 3 to 5 hours watching TV. It was like a so I had to which one is better? I'm helping somebody do some stuff or watching TV. Nothing to society. God was saying, this is what you're doing. I don't want to watch no dang TV. I want to go out there and help some. That's our opportunity, everybody. I wanted to share it with you. I want to come up with you note on how you would, as a busy person, create a course very quickly. I gave you 2 tools to use. 2 tools. I put them in the description field. If you get it through me, I will help you. Or if you just let me know, hey, I got this course and I'm stuck here. Next, I'm going to do a video for you, just like I'm doing right now. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you. So you can get the course, and you get the video, and very well. If I get enough people that ask questions about a particular thing, guess what we do? I'm going to do a course, and I'm going to allow access to people that ask the questions that they bought from me using my link as an affiliate. And if they did not, then I just say, here's a course on this. You need some model copy, steal, stealing. I will not send the authorities to your house. Okay, that's all.